Welcome to my face. I'm James St. James, and this is Transformation. After all this time, we finally have the beautiful Miss Raven here. We've been trying to get you forever.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things where you kind of need to remain a little elusive and in demand.
We need to want you.
They're paying me top dollar to be here.
And we were on our knees groveling for you to come.
Well, I'm here.
You're here.
Finally.
So now tell me, what are we going to do? What do you have planned?
Well, you know what? I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. Everyone wants to know how I do my makeup, so I thought I would do my face on you.
Well, that's one of the exciting things about this show is that you get to watch somebody at the top of their game doing what they do best. So we get to see a master at work here. And so I'm really excited.
I wouldn't know about a master. Maybe a masturbator. Never on top.
What are we doing? What do we got?
I'm using MAC full coverage.
Yeah,
and
what color?
NW40.
NW40.
Because that's the shade I use. So we're gonna warm you up a little bit, give you a bronze glow. I like to highlight mainly with powders under the eye. I like to use a light foundation just because I don't want to put too much powder under the eye. So I will sculpt and create contours and highlights with powder. You know, there's times where I've seen queens do darker, real dark foundation to cut the cheek.
Yeah.
But then once they put the powder on, it grabs and you can see that there's this dark
like a big tire mark on the face.
Beating the face.
Beat my face.
So now I'm gonna draw on your eyebrow.
How do you get rid of your eyebrows?
I use an Elmer's glue stick, extra strength, 4 layers of it. Then a layer of foundation, layer of powder, layer of foundation, layer of powder.
It doesn't build up over it and give you sort of like a little Frankenstein brow?
No, because I use a spoon. I use the back side of a spoon, and I smooth it down. And then I clean up everything around it if anything falls. There are plenty of things in your home you can use, children. Ajax for powder if you need it.
Really?
Don't try that, I'm kidding. I dip my brush in saline solution, and then I draw the brow on.
Okay.
They say, oh, eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. But sometimes when you're doing them on someone else, they're not even related. So I like to try and make sure that they look somewhat symmetrical. I like to bring the brow closer into the nose, so I'll go through a little bit of this and just
elongate it.
So now I always start with carving the crease out with black. And I start from the inside near the nose. Yeah, I use the brow as like almost a guideline. Of course, we're gonna blend this bitch out.
Wait, so now we're doing some liquid eyeliner?
I think that the focus on your eyes should be the darkest right around the lash line.
Oh, wow. Big eyes.
When I do my makeup, I kind of follow what most women do. When they're doing their face, they do their eyes, then their cheeks, then their lips.
So now we're on to the cheeks?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like to bring the color from here down as opposed to out, just because I like to make everything look pretty pulled up. Okay. So I always bring it down and then blend it up into the apples, as opposed to people who do this.
Right.
And one thing I've noticed, especially with a lot of queens, is this right here is really white. So I take...
Well, that seems to me, that's not even like anything that women do. That's like a drag queen cliche that is just drag and it's not even trying to emulate women.
That they think that that's going to make their cheek look more prominent and pronounced and that it's going to brighten the eye.
Right.
And then like none of it's blended. So this is brighter, but if you look, you can see that the colors are blending together, as opposed to just having this chunk of white right here. I'm using 1 part baby powder, 1 part Coty Rosy Beige, and 1 part Coty Naturally Neutral, and this is the highlight.
And you discovered that on your own?
Yeah, just messing around. And I'm using, you can get this at Michael's.
It's like a paint.
Yeah.
It's for paint.
Yes, and this is what we're going to go right under. It just gives a nice...
It's like a spackling brush or something, right? Yeah.
Because I don't do the card, or the envelope, or the flyer from the club you were at the night before. I just use, I do it with this so it's not as
Harsh.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go in to the outer parts of the face. I'm gonna start to give you, and honestly, like, women should do this. Why do you think J-Lo always looks amazing? The bitch is always contoured.
She contours her forehead?
Her whole face is contoured. Okay, now we're going to go in, do a little highlighting. I use 2 shades of MAC Studio Fix to do this. I use Shivering White and NW15, and I blend them together. The nose I actually use a white eyeshadow for.
Really? Okay.
We have a longer nose, you and I both. So you don't want to bring the highlight all the way down, because then it makes it look even longer. So we're just highlighting the center of the brow down about 3/4 of the way.
Bridge, and then are you one of those people who does the circle and
Yes.
the 11s?
Honey, I coined the diamond tip nose. Now I buff that out.
Because it sort of looks like a Picasso nose now.
Exactly. A lot of times I've noticed with contour and highlighting is no one blends it out. They just leave it.
Right.
And you don't really want that. And then to tip the nose, I take the same color shadow. Some people use black for this, but it looks really good from the front. But when you turn to the side, you have this like super long nostril. So I like to use just the clove to soften it, but the black is a little too harsh.
Cute.
Okay, now for the lips. I'm using the Femme Brown. Taking it all down, blending it all together.
Okay, so now it's the placing of the eyelashes.
Yes.
And what number are they and who?
Number 40 and number 102, and they're just lashes you can get at any beauty supply.
And you just stacked them on top of each other?
Yes, I'm doing the 40 first and then the 101s. And I never really put them, especially on the outside of the eye, on the lash line. I always angle them.
Angle them up?
Yeah, so that it lifts the eye.
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Heavy.
Oh. Gorgeous.
And then what I do sometimes is I'll take a little bit of white liquid liner and just put a little dot.
Oh, in the corner right there?
You don't fill the whole thing, I just put a little white dot, just opens the eye a little more. And then of course, no raven face would be complete without.
Wait, what are you doing? What is that? Oh, I thought it was a Sharpie. It is. Oh, okay, go.
It's a felt tip marker. This is perfect for just
that little wart. Oh my God.
blonde hair without roots.
I look like Raven. I am Raven.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's hysterical. Oh my God.
This is the best Ravens episode.
Oh, thank you.